Hey everyone. Well, we're started on this project. We're going to bring my old combine back to life. This thing's been sitting for 10 years now. Yeah, basically just kind of got away from cutting grain. It was cheaper to bring the straw in and buy my grain. But anyways, it's been sitting for a while. Oh, it's a shame. Have stuff sitting around like that. At least it's been inside. Now my header hasn't been as lucky. It's not that great, but I'm looking at a couple different heads. Got some grain to cut, so I have to get it going. But basically, when I parked it, I had that tire there was leaking, and the cylinder drive was leaking hydraulic fluid. It's got like that variable speed, so it needed to be taken apart and put seals in. So, anyways, then things got away, and you didn't get time to ever get to it. And then a few years back, Tim was playing in it, and we crawled in, and I went to move the throttle cable. I snapped the cable off. So that's what we're doing right now. We have it all tore apart in the cab to put a cable in, which is absolute stupid money. This throttle cable here from John Deere was $300. So we're starting with that, and then it also had a little bit of an issue with the fuel running back in it, but I'm not sure. I'm going to change the filter on it. We'll kind of play with that once we get it going again. But I put a battery in it first of the summer and turned it over, so it isn't seized or anything. So that's always a plus. And she's got 3/4 of a tank of fuel in it for 10 years, so that's going to be fun. But yeah, it's too bad. Time gets away, and then of course then you're at that other point that here combines really aren't worth anything. So you can almost buy another combine cheaper than I can put any money into one, right? But you know how that is. Like I said, I mean, I'm looking at heads that are a couple $1,000s that, probably aren't much different than the one I have. Other than mine's a 216 flex, and I don't know, it was never really right. It always broke sections and guards off in it and stuff. So, anyways, she's a little grimy. She has been, I got it all tore apart in here. I guess I took the flashlight away. You can't really see, but the cable's way down in here. Just a bugger of a job. Of course, haven't got all the tools right here, so you're running back and forth with tools. Now I'm as far as I can get today. I'm going to just go get a grinder and cut off wheel and cut the darn thing off. But, yeah, I mean, it was a pretty good old combine, really. As far as the combine itself, it never had many hours. I don't know, 1,700 hours or something on it. But it sat, before I ever got it. But, yeah, that's it. Well, anyways, we're going to get it out, fix the tire. I haven't decided what I'm going to do. I found a nice 213 head I'm dealing on right now. But key is I like to have it running first before I pull the trigger on any heads, just in case I decide I want to just go buy them the combine, but I don't really want to. And then what do you do with this one, right? That's just how it is. But it's not a hydro, it's just your standard transmission with that variable speed. But yeah, there she is there, 6620. But no, it was a good old combine. Of course, now I robbed the tire off it, put on a tractor. I broke a wheel on the old case. Oh, I priced in town a tube to fit those tires is $300, so I'm going to pull it apart and hopefully patch it. So my goal is. But yeah, always something. But like I say, time gets away from you. You can't work on everything, and it was kind of at that point that you didn't really have the money to put into it. You buy these machines, and then some, like I say, cable $300. Well, cable $300 for a tube. That's not even getting it going, right? And so every year it was like belts, and I put a lot of new belts on it. But every year you were spending $1,000 on it, $1,500, and then you were cutting grain that really wasn't even worth that. So, anyways, just how it goes. But it don't matter. One way or another, either you get it going and put it for sale, or you do something with it. But anyhow, but then I get on the computer last night and seen a Massey combine for $2,000. So, what do you do? But diesel, it always did. It worked really good. It had an awesome engine in it and stuff. But it's one of these things you take down the road and you only run it for like a week a year, and you're all puckered up every time you take it anywhere, just because you're afraid you're going to quit on you on the road or something. But I like to have that 16-foot head was nice, but I'm quite happy with even a 10 or a 13-foot head. Of course, I have to go with a 213 for it, but a little narrower to get around here, so that's kind of what I'm after. But anyways, that's kind of where we're at today. So anyhow, stay tuned. Hey everyone, we're back at the combine here today. Finally got the cable fed through. It's only been, oh, it's been a few days. I put a new tire on. This tire actually I ordered in to put on my 1070 case because I robbed the tire and wheel off this one, put on that. So I took the wheel in hoping I was going to get a tire vulcanized. They said they couldn't vulcanize it, so I said just order me a new tire. And I did tell them to put it on that rim, but then afterwards I got thinking, I had these heavy duty wheels that I bought, and I keep breaking these on that because the loader's so heavy. So I was going to get those reinforcing rings to put around it. So anyways, by the time I called them, they already had it on the tire on the rim. So this is another one. I cut this one. I'm not sure. This one might get vulcanized too. I'm not sure, but I can't remember when I did that one. That was spreading manure last fall. So these here are nice rim. I mean, they're rugged rims, solid rims, but I still break them. I have 2 or 3 of them here broke, and they're like 180 bucks a piece. So anyway, for the time being, I just put it on the combine. I don't want to mess around robbing that one off the other one and all that foolishness. So we just did that. But anyways, I just got this here. I had this trouble with this clevis, so I ended up cutting the pin off and then made another pin. I had to use it as a spike, but it's gonna work for now. So basically got it all tore to hell in here. Just a miserable thing to work on. I forgot my flashlight. That's the old cable here. The new one's down in there. That's got to go on the end of it. It's got to be fed through here. All that foolishness. Yeah, whole lot of not having the right parts with me or the right tools. Just a bunch of aggravation. So there's that cable there. I gotta get that end put on. That's all still on the cable. So that's my goal. Get this here and now. Get this all buttoned back up. And I think, and I know I do. She's down in Prestone, so I have a little bit of a leak there seeping somewhere. So hoping we're gonna dump some that bars leak stuff in it, seal it up. So if I had this cable on, the cab button back up, then I'm going to break down that tire. I'm going to do it right on it, pull the tube out. What a mess in here. I got to clean this place out. Well, that's a whole other goal. I got to clean this all out so I can get this stuff out of here. So yeah, but it's got to be going one way or another. It's got to be going, you know, just how it is. But yeah. But even that cylinder, variable speed on the cylinder isn't, I'm really not in that concerned about it. I can run it at just low speed for all we got to do. But it's got to come off and be fixed. New seals put in it. But John Deere hasn't been very good at getting me the right seals, like the right diagram of what I need. I'm not sure. I gotta get online or look it up myself, and I just haven't had time to mess with it. But yeah, we're gaining. All takes time. She needs a bath terribly. 10 years of sitting hasn't been very good to her. But anyways, it's just how it is. That's kind of a whole other point. Like, if you're not going to use the stuff, really, you probably should just get rid of it. And then when it gets time, you're going to do it again, then go buy another one. Because, yeah, you can get online, and, you know, combines are cheap in this area, and, you know, you're this part of Canada anyway. And in general, they are, really. So, I mean, better to get rid of one while it's working, and then go buy one when it's working. You know, the setting does play a toll on it. And a lot of the stuff I knew was bad. And she does have an issue with fuel running back in it. And we get it running first, then I'm going to get a new fuel filter. It shouldn't be running back. It's got an electric fuel pump. I don't know. It's sucking air somewhere or what the heck. But anyways, it is doing that. But could be a number of things. But I do know, well, my Massey did it there last winter, and I messed with that, everything, fuel pumps and stuff, and then I changed the fuel filter and it was working perfect. So sometimes it's the simple things, right? So anyway, we might get that lucky here. So there he goes. All right, well, we'll get the video up and show you what we're doing, and then hopefully have a video of it running. So we'll talk at you later.